back, folks. Back nine at Naples Heritage, par four to start over a water and fountain off the tee. A little bunted driver out there to the middle of the fairway. We'll take it. Pitching wedge in, um, probably about 135, 140 yards, and I left it short. So we'll just skip through that nonsense. Pitch shot here from 30 yards. Actually caught this one really good. Would love to have been able to see it with a little higher camera angle, but you'll see where the putt comes from, and it's a nice, up and down for par. We don't get that all that often. I'd say 11's probably the hardest hole on the course for me. That or two. Didn't play that way today, but no space on the right, and that was a little bit risky with the driver, but it's long and felt that I had to hit it. Ended up on the left side of the fairway. Haven't been there very often, but safe. 8 iron from here from about 165 yards. The pin was kind of off to the left a little bit of the green. The pins on the back nine were really tucked up on the left and right collar. Just about 3 paces off as you went around, but hit this one really good. Left myself with about 40 feet for birdie. Not ideal, but the shot itself was strong, and was really pleased with the result there. No real break in this putt. Was pretty surprised it didn't come back to the left there, but 3 feet for par. We'll take these putts. They're a little nervy for me, but that's all right. There we go. Knocked it in. All right, par 3 here, 185 yards. Got 6 iron in hand. It starts to go a little south for the next few holes here. Chunky, barely over the water. We ended up kind of between the water and the rough in a little bit of sandy, wet area. But we found it, so we didn't have to take a drop. Hacked it out. Probably could have taken the hole on a little bit more than I did, because we got 35 feet here. But the putting was better today than it had been 2 days prior when we did a little practice 9 holes. Ended up with a tap in bogey here again. Would I've loved to hit the 6 iron better? Would I? Yeah, of course. But we'll take a bogey if we have to. Par 5 13th here, water up the entire right side of the hole, and then a pin, a very wide but not very deep green. This is where I should have taken the note on the driver to just put it away for good. That was right, going right. Not in the water, as you can see over there on the right, but on the other side by the houses. Took out the 3 iron. Had been hitting this club pretty well. Wanted to just take it left of the trees and run it up there as far as possible. Hit it solid, but right into one of the branches. It carried on straight through, stayed out of the water, but we ended up under some of the trees in the rough, and so I hit a little bit of what I was hoping was a knockdown 7 iron. It was all over it from about 165 yards, but ended up being long. Which is a tricky shot to have here, given the pin was on the back half of this kind of short green. The ball kind of lands on the downslope in between where I was hoping it to land, and it runs out to 20 feet. But a pretty straight putt back up the hill here, and we ended up making it. So saving bogey again after a penalty stroke, that's all right. Only about 270 yards here on the 14th. It's a par 4. You can't see the pin, but you can hit driver and go at it. Didn't need to though. This is an easy choice. Pull out an iron, hit it in the fairway, try to get up and down from there for birdie. Ended up left by the trees. Need to go over this mound, over a bunker, and then onto the green. Kind of similar to the trouble we were in on 8 on the front 9. And a pretty similar result too. We hit it fat, high on the face, and just dump it into the bunker. 25 yards here. This is not a comfortable distance for me out of the bunker by any means, but we ended up splashing it out pretty good. We're gonna have a chance at par. Kind of a pretty little shot there. All right, so about 6 feet for par. It's going to my left, and I thought the line was good, but it's just a
Just give it a
bad
chance.
pace. Just kind of a waste of a putt there to not give it a chance. The 15th is a par three, probably only about 135 yards on the day. I have kind of an uncomfortable distance, and I pulled out 51 and just tried to hit it hard. Um, it ends up probably being about 5 yards short and right in this little collection area. The pitch shot here is okay. Do I want to play a little higher and try to land it closer and maybe it stops a little earlier? Potentially. Going past the hole probably wasn't the best thing, but I mean, you got to hit the hole at least on the par putt. Got it there that time, but another bogey. This is an iron hole. I've got driver out again. This is a wasted golf ball, going right into water. If I hit iron here up the left hand side, it's another decent chance at a birdie with a comfortable wedge in. Now I'm dropping from about 90 yards over water, over a bunker, had 60 in hand, hit a pretty good shot. I mean, got over both of those hazards and had 15 feet up the hill here, breaking a little bit to the left again, and made it for par, which is probably a little generous considering how I played the hole. Par five, 17th hole, only like maybe just shy of 500 yards today, and I hit a really, pretty good drive up the right side, a fade, and had like 195 yards and pulled out a 6 iron. It was downwind, so I definitely knew I could get it there. Slipped a little bit with the back foot. Ball ends up being just about the right distance, but just on the left collar. So I have an eagle putt here from, albeit 50 feet, so not super makeable, but, if I cozy it up here, there's no doubt we've got a really strong chance at birdie. I expected this to go back to the right. The pace was right on, but the putt didn't move. So we've got 2.5 feet, 3 feet here for birdie and made it.
Thank you.
Hard to wait till the 17th hole for that, but we'll take them when they come. 18th, in between a driver probably and an iron if I'm being smart. But I thought, oh, good drive in the last hole. We'll do the same thing here on the dog leg, and I just low pull lost ball. What a theme for the back nine. So 210 yards here. Had to drop 4 iron, ugly lie. Back to the clubhouse here with this shot, though. I think this is probably the best shot of my round. Maybe on 4, the 5 iron that I hit into the par 3, but this was a great shot. It just ended up being a little bit long. Gave myself a chance from 200 yards for par. I couldn't believe this didn't go in. I mean, it was sitting on the lip and turned in like the last 4 inches out of the heart of the hole. But we'll just take our medicine there and walk away with a bogey. So thanks for watching. We'll hopefully be back soon. It's cold here in Wisconsin, so the next time we talk to you might be a little while.